Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. July and August is our celebration. Probably have looked at online, or if you haven't, go look at it online. It's awesome. So I am showing you what I am using, my products that I got free. I didn't get them all. But I've got quite a bit, and what I'm doing with them. So let's see what we're doing with these goodies. This is video number 2 for this series. We're going to be using my Cottage Wreath Bundle, the Rings of Love DSP, and the Pool Party and Soft Seafoam cards and envelopes, which were from the celebration. I used the Scallop Contour Dies and the Deco Circle Punch, and I've got a lot prepped, and since I haven't got a respond yet on whether or not you like to see people die cut, we are going to use my mini cut and emboss die cutting machine. These are the dies. I have the ones we're going to be using here in a minute. And these are the scalloped contour dies. So let's get started. Set that aside. I'll show you our beautiful Deco Circle Punch. I absolutely love that. I was so excited to be able to order it. Now I have 2 cards because I'm going to show you first. We're going to do the die cutting. Now, what do I do first? What do I choose? Okay, let's see. Do I have, where's all my stamps? Here's my stamps. I have chosen to use, these are the distinctive image stamps. We're going to be using this. We're going to be using this, Merry Christmas. We're going to be using the little berries and this really full gorgeous. This is so pretty, people. I'm telling you, you won't believe it how pretty. That is what we're going to be using. I want to make sure where is, oh, it's in this one. So let's get our stamping done first. Because I did one card. And since these are polymer and I want a really good image, we are going to have to use our Stamp and Pierce mats. I'm getting my scratch paper here. And I'm going to get all of my images on here. You'll see what DSP we're using from the Rings of Love in just a moment. So first of all, I'm going to get my wreath on there. And this is so pretty. I couldn't believe it when I stamped it. I was like, okay, I have to actually show them this image because you just won't believe how gorgeous it stamps. It is absolutely breathtaking. You ready? Look at how that is. It's soft. It's pretty. It's got 3 different colors of the ink from one stamping. It is absolutely amazing. Stamping Up, you blew me away with this. This was awesome. So, I'm not going to do that. Next, we are going to use Poppy Parade because that is one of the colors in the Rings of Love DSP. Same with the Evening Evergreen that we stamped our wreath in. So, our little bow here is going to be done with Poppy Parade. Ta-da! And I am going to show you one of the little berries you can stamp. And I'm hoping to get all of this. Let's put it right down there in the corner. One pass through. We actually need, I was looking to see, oh, they did give me 2. We need at least, I was like, I thought there was another one. I wish we had 3 of these to do the little berries. I should have put them all over here, but that's okay. So let's get this. We need one more. Sorry. I need at least 3. That just won't do. So next, sometimes I just don't get them closed and I don't know why. Oh, needs to slide in. So I'm going to set all of this now aside because I'm going to bring in my mini, oops, new plates were stuck. They're all in this bin together. So for my mini die cut and emboss machine, I'm going to open this up And you want 1 plate for the bottom. The white plate tells you there. I am not going to get that all on the same pass, so I'm going to give me a quick cut of this. So that will get on the second pass. Oops, plate first. White, then clear plate. So let's get the one that has my little washi tape on it. And I like to use the washi tape because we don't have a magnetic plate for this. And I just want my stuff to come out the way I want it. My little washi tape needs to be adjusted. So let's see, make sure I got that right. Okay. Now I reuse washi tape over and over again. I will move this up so you can see. Before I even use my washi tape, I stick it on my clothing. Now this does line up a certain way, so you can just take it, and hopefully that one is not too close, but it is. So I'm going to have to take the bow off for this one. The bow will get ran through a second time. Let's get the wreath cut. Line our images in there really nicely. Where'd the washi tape go that I just had? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to put my plate in, and I'm going to push, and it cuts out smoothly, normally. Sometimes if you get too many dies in there, or, you know, sometimes it will shoot out the other end, but mine is pretty well worked in now. So here we go. There is our wreath. Now we're going to run it one more time. We're going to get my little wee little berries off. I'm going to cut these off because I don't need that going through the machine. And our other, so we're going to have our bow for our wreath, which is so beautiful there, and we have these two now, which are going to get cut. Hopefully they're going to get cut there, and this one, and I'm going to take my washi tape from the wreath die and stick it onto this one. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. Now they do go through easier if they are offset at the beginning. You see how I have this hanging out there? Crack, crackle. Okay. So I can close this up. Makes a loud snap. And my little dog is terrified of that snapping loud noise. So these can go in my little bin with my machine and its plates. And we'll see. There's one berry, two. Set that all up there. Yep, I got all the pieces. All right, so here is my one week. Now for our first card, we have, here's my ribbon. I know I cut ribbon. I cut some evening evergreen ribbon. This is about 5.5 inches. I have a deco circle punch. I'm just using the reverse side. This was in my white scrap bin. I have a piece of, this is 3 by 4 1/4 of our Rings of Love. I am using the poinsettia side. It has trees on that side. The coordinating color I got to go with this now was crushed curry. This beautiful yellow in there. And this piece is cut at 4.5 by 3 1/4. This piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and this is our free card base in the soft seafoam. So we are just going to layer these up. Let's glue the evening evergreen down. And I didn't go, and this is before I started cutting the centers out, because this is why I started doing that. This is getting a little bit hefty and thick and weighty with all these layers of full cardstock. So it is really good if you have the stitched rectangle dies, the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Cut something out of the center. It's not going to be seen. It will not hurt it at all. So we can straight away glue down the crushed curry to the Evening Evergreen, which we just glued down to the soft seafoam card base. There we have it. Now for this, we're going to run this ribbon down the bottom like so. And I'm going to get my handy dandy Scotch tape friend here. And I know I want it roughly about a ½ an inch from there to there. Now, before I do this, I am going to add a smidgen of glue, maybe, if I can get my fingers to go. There's a smidgen, and there's a smidgen of glue. And now I'm going to Scotch tape it. And we're all good to go. Ta-da! It is going to be gorgeous. I'm starting to think my crushed curry got on there backwards. Not backwards. So, we have the back of this. This is where we are going to stamp our Merry Christmas. Now, the Art Deco punch goes beautifully behind here. This has a little white in the edges. You're not going to notice that, but we are going to flip this over. And I didn't get out the Merry Christmas, but it's dainty, it's cute as a button. I like the idea of stamping it in the wreath itself. So let me grab a block, and we are going to stamp it in Poppy Parade. So I'm just using the back of my wreath as a guide to get my Merry Christmas in the center of the Deco Circle punch. So now I'm going to take this, I am going to add some glue around here and glue this now together. So you can kind of like turn it around, figure out where you want it, and voila, we have it. Now you could separate it with some dimensionals. On this particular card, I am not using any dimensionals. On the next one, which you're going to see the variation in the difference, using the Scallop Contours dies, using exactly the same product. Ooh, let's make sure that we got the card opening the right way. I mean, all of my cardstock was cut exactly the same. So here is, we're going to actually put this one in the center like so, I think. So yes, we are. So like I said, we are not popping this card up. And yes, I wanted it lower on the card. So there we have it. Now we have our little berries here that we can choose to put in our card. And our little wreath is going to go at the bottom, just right in the center. Like so. I want a little green peeking out there. And then we are going to do one berry here, one berry there, and one directly across. So we have a berry up top, a berry cluster, I should say, there and there. And that is our sweet little Merry Christmas. And I haven't put anything on the inside, but that's okay. And this is our envelope to go with it. So let's get on with our second card. Same soft seafoam card base. You can see all of my little elements are already done. So let's bring them all out here. And we'll get, this is the largest of the scallop contour dies that I used. So if you don't have these items and you would like to purchase them, I'd love it if you'd purchase them through me if you don't have a demonstrator. If you have a demonstrator, go through your demonstrator. Or if you are a demonstrator, I'm sure you'll order them from yourself. The difference in these two cards with the scallop contour dies really does make a difference if you want to, you know, start making a little more emphasis on your cards and change them up. This is a great way to do so. So all of these are from the scallop contour dies. I just started with one die and went down, down, down and cut my cardstock. All of my cardstock was cut to the same size as for this card. Oh, I almost forgot. I forgot. Cannot glue that one down yet, y'all. Have to put this ribbon on it. So we're gonna go right about here. Add a little glue there, and get my ribbon started. And I need, I almost messed up, y'all. So, a little piece of Scotch tape for that side. A little Scotch tape for the side. Let's hope I got it relatively where I wanted it. Yes. So we are still gluing this straight down. But my wreath now we are going to pop up on dimensionals. So we're just stepping up our card a notch or two by using the scallop contour dies. And you're going to see the difference. Same basic layout. I have my not art deco circle punch. And we are going to stamp this one with the evening evergreen. Let's change it up. So I'm going to clean it off real quick. You could also do it with crushed curry, but I have the evening evergreen. So, and I'm using the opposite side that I stamped on of my wreath to stamp as a guide where my Merry Christmas should go. And like I said, our wreath is getting on dimensionals, not this piece. So I wanted this down in the corner like so. So that's where we're going to glue this circle, deco circle down like so. Now where are my pieces here? Like I said, I wanted to pop up my circle. I'm going to use 4 of the dimensionals on it. Figure out where the Merry Christmas sticks up the best. I like it right there. Now my little bow then here is going to go off to the side a bit, and we're going to use that little bone folder, the edge of it. Oh, there's a backing to a mini dimensional. And we are going to turn our image over, thumb and bone folder together, and pull out to make our little bows look like it's really there. And we're going to do the same to the bottom. Just pull it out there. And now we're going to add some glue right there. That's all it needs. And it's so cute. So now we have, I should have 4 or 5 of these little ones. So I'm going to start one here, one there. Berries, cluster, berry, cluster. We're going to do 2 there and 1 right up in the center over here. I have so many ideas in my head. Today I was sitting out here hours upon hours cutting cardstock, getting things die cut just to show you these little cards that, you know, were in my head, my ideas that I could not wait to play with. So this is our stepped up version of using the same identical, let me clean this off real quick, that bugs me. I don't want that to get on the back of my card and ruin it, and I need just to spray a little cleaner on my rag. Don't want that on my card. So this was flat for mailing purposes, but still an absolutely beautiful card. Both of these cards could use some Wink Estella. Now I did get the whole entire cottage wreath suite. It's not called that, it's called something sweet. And I will be doing cards with that closer to Christmas. We can do a little inside of this yellow, make that pop a bit. You don't need to do everything in the Wink Estella, but just a little bit will go a long ways. I'm going to do my little berries again here. And on this one, I'm only going to do the berries and the bow, just to add a little sparkle and shine. It's going to be Christmas time. So, like I said, we're showcasing in this card our free products, which was the DSP, the card bases, and the envelopes. And the rest was just cardstock I had. Basic white, evening evergreen, crushed curry. The evening evergreen ribbon I had from last year when, you know, the new in colors have the evening evergreen in it. But there is, you know, the difference to me is boom. So if you want to step up your card from this to this, get those scallop contour dies. Get them, get some ribbon, get some Wink Estella, and get yourself a free product. There's plenty to choose from. I sure do all the time when it's time. So you have a good day out there, YouTube. If you like this video, would you please give me a thumbs up, share my channel, help me grow it. I am almost to 250 subscribers, and that might seem minuscule on, you know, the big scale of things, but to me, it is absolutely incredible. Little goals for myself, and that's one of them. So like to get some customers who don't have other demonstrators who would like to order from me. I would like to spoil you with cards and freebies and things that I have that I want to share with you. So if you'd like to be my customer, I'd love to have you. If you have a demonstrator, stick with your demonstrator. They've been there for you, and we all need to support each other in that fact. So happy crafting, YouTube, and come visit me again in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.